Very interesting read we have in the mix this week. I'll get the cards on screen. I did sit with this energy for a little bit, and I did suggest go through and have a look at Divine Masculines read as well as Divine Feminines to see how all of this energy this week is playing out. Now, this can be one of those pivotal months where breakups are extremely possible. And this read, every card is in reverse. Very strange. I feel they're having they're going to have to sacrifice something. Their perception of a circumstance is polar opposite to what it actually is. And it also can be that they don't see this circumstance coming. So a lot is being turned on its head, and a lot can be causing a tower for these individuals in the mix this week, moving into the month of August. So yes, it can be initiated in the very first week, but also it can be a pending situation as it does transition through the month of August. Now, we're going to look at the crowning energy. We do have a judgment, and I'm noticing the black feathers, and this can be to do with the death and an ending. Feathers can be very psychic in nature. It's like this person is not adhering to their intuition. They're and again, swords, thoughts, feelings, judgments, for instance, it's in reverse. The card's in reverse, and there's black. So again, psychic protection, this individual not really protecting themselves, walking in where angels fear to tread. This also can be the individual having to look at their shadow energy. And we do currently have Lilith in the house of Libra. We also have Mercury gearing up, ready to go retrograde, as well as Chiron retrograde. So some of our old habits and wounds we could go back on. We may also need to care for ourselves a bit more and to be more cautious with our choices, to be in that reflective energy. I do see, look, for some, especially if they did have children, and they were very fixed on, if I achieve this, this is what I'm going to get. This is going to keep it secure. That is going to the wayside. It's going to the past position. And I'm going to sit with it for a minute as I tune into what else they want to tell me. I do particularly feel there's a requirement of a level up. There's a growth. There's having to face one's demons within the inner child. I also feel when it does come to their heart, we do have desire in reverse here. There's some things happening that they're not so happy about, things that they're not really desiring. They don't want to look at. They'd rather sweep under the carpet. And there are emotions associated to this circumstance. There could be some gossip getting around that could cause a lot of conflict with this individual. Emotions and intellect we have in reverse, and it's blue. We have the Mercury coming through. We have things that they're pushing down, emotions that they're pushing down. And again, I just feel whatever is coming to pass is going to be such a shocking event for these individuals that they don't quite know how to kind of relate to the circumstance. It just feels a sudden shock of the new. Yeah, it feels like I'm getting these random analogies. One is Nightmare on Elm Street. It's literally feeling like it's not heaven, it's not earth. They're not feeling grounded. It's not the image of what they had desired. Again, this month does have possibilities of individuals being quite defiant, quite codependent, quite critical with placements in Virgo. And it's not to say Virgo is a negative zodiac sign. It depends on how the transit's going and what the natural demeanors can be. We have in every zodiac sign, we have a higher and a lower. So there is the same with planets. There is the best energy and the way in which one could utilize, for instance, Mars. It can be that we utilize it for drive and stamina to get things done. It also can be assertive. Separately, it can be violent and volatile and angry and aggressive. So an example of how all of us as human beings have each potential. So on the lower frequency of Virgo, It can be pretentious. It can be judgmental, critical, can have OCD tendencies. That would be on the lower spectrum of it, of how the cycle can play out. Ugh. Yeah, body and mind in reverse. Queen of Fire as the outcome. Losing passion. Like, this person's upside down. We're going to go on to clarifiers, because even though the outcome is almost like this, it's losing smoke, it's losing steam, it's getting to a point that this journey for this individual is coming to a head. Okay, what do we need to know about this crowning energy, please, for the karmic third parties in the first week of August moving through? Okay, I'm definitely getting messages from my guides at the moment that these energies can play out further in the month, but it's the message nevertheless. Okay, this is coming as a surprise. This person's not expecting it. It is to do with counterpart, and it's coming as an absolute surprise. They're quite gobsmacked. They're unaccepting of it, but they're so flawed they don't know how to react to it. I do also feel that individuals that were maybe nearest and dearest to them might have also brought these individuals undone. There could have been some things that they were feeling that were confining in them. Oh God, this is nasty gossip. This is something this person has done, and they have told to a group of friends, a family, whoever they've confided in. Somebody has leaked this information, and this information is bringing the Tower full 180. Especially if there was a betrayal within this connection, it's coming out, or there was unfaithfulness. This could be an illegitimate child as well. We have the child in reverse. I'm hearing the Michael Jackson song, The Kid Isn't Mine. This also could be something to do with wealth. Yeah, definitely being called out here. Oh, this person just does not accept it or expect it. They're quite baffled. There's closing down of communication between this. They're trying to cover their tracks, but they don't know how. I also feel they have an awareness of the spiritual connection between both parties here, and I'm hearing this. I heard this a couple of weeks ago, I believe. Two's company, three's a crowd. Now, they did hold hope that, regardless of what this was, things would go according to plan. Things would be fine. They could work through this. At the moment, I just feel they're in sheer shock. Sheer shock of something that went down. Yeah. The individual that was involved with them, it has caused distress. It's caused distress for all involved. But the distress, the other individual who is involved in this karmic cycle, this person has reached that point. They have reached that point where the stress, it's just not manageable. It's not manageable. They're going inside themselves to reflect on what to do. They feel it's out of their control now. They feel this is out of their hands. I do feel both parties are seeing this equally. It's like, this isn't going to work. I don't know why. I get there's some allies. Oh, heck. Okay. This is... You know, I don't usually see this, but I'm actually seeing words as weapons. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay, I never thought I'd say this. You know, sometimes as a divine feminine or a divine masculine, whoever's been kind of screwed over, let's just be perfectly honest, we do have moments of thinking, gee, I'd really love for that karmic retribution. Usually by the time you reach your communication and things are moving, it's like the dust has settled, it goes to the back of your mind. It's something you don't tend to ponder over. It might come up from time to time. But this is almost like the person is really using you as a weapon and going, look, it's not intentional that they're using it, but it's ending up being that way regardless. This is compliments towards the twin flame connection. And it's kind of gloating. It's statement pieces. This is how I feel about this person, and if you don't like it, you can stick it. It feels very matter of fact. It really does. But this person's taking it terribly. This person's knew this deep down to the core and was trying to keep their ducks in a row. But I also feel they have damage control they're dealing with. And this damage control, I just feel, especially, it's almost like this person, there's jealousy as well, because this person's actually leveled up for divine feminine, but potentially didn't want to level up for the other individual, was sabotaged from leveling up for this individual because there was codependency within the connection. If this is a divine feminine with a karmic, again, I'm feeling the same. It's like I'm loving myself. I'm going towards my dreams. I know who I am. I'm not taking this crap anymore. And it does feel they're loving themselves. And it also feels if they're going to do anything that is going to be lower frequency, they'd rather do it with someone that gives two craps. We will check in with this energy next week, go through and take a look at divine masculines and the feminines. I do see some synchronistic patterns happening here in these reads this week. And if you do want to see next week's edition, you can come through and join a YouTube membership separately for all other information. Watch the screen and it will tell you everything we offer and what is coming up.